Growl, growl, prowl, prowl. Hey guys, just really quick, I wanted to make a video on motivation and using memories as motivation. In the future, I really hope that we as humans develop a technology to not only record our memories, but be able to play them back at any time that we want. Specific moments in time and experiences that we've had. And I truly believe that if we do that, we can have literally like on tap motivation. Anytime if you're feeling down or depressed or whatever, you're lazy, you can go back to any time in your life and relive a moment, see a moment. I guess we're going to have to do it maybe with Neuralink, unless we have maybe glasses. That's another way to stay outside, because I don't want to go in the body. I hate having to go into the brain itself. I'd rather record from the outside if at all possible. I don't want to be intrusive into the body. So if you had glasses, like think about like Google glasses or just any type of glasses, sunglasses, if they were just recording your first person perspective all the time, or maybe a necklace, something, if you don't want to wear glasses, right, or a hat, it should be different types of cameras that can record. And then at any point, we can have algorithms that code, and because you don't want to go back and edit your entire life, have to edit it by yourself and be like, what was motivational, what was not. There should be, I guess if you're doing a hat or anything, they could have sensors to detect the skin, the saline, the salt, how much you're sweating. They can detect your pulse rate, your heart rate, your breathing, how fast you're breathing. So have the technology record all this data at once, and then it can put you together, can edit a compilation together for you, of motivation and memories. So I think about two things I was thinking that come to mind. The first one was I was thinking about video game characters and women, and how like a lot of women in video game characters, especially recently, they're making the women very masculine, very buff, very strong. You think of Abby, from The Last of Us, things like this. They just make them very masculine, and it's almost as if the developers think that's the only way to make powerful women in games, and it breaks my heart that people have that perspective, because it's so flawed and it's wrong, and it holds no truth whatsoever. You look at other games like Bayonetta, you look at Zelda, there are games out there. Bloodborne, even with the doll, like people think about power as if it's only if you can like swing an axe or a sword. No, you can have power in so many different ways. And I think about Zelda in particular. She uses like love, emotion, and wisdom and magic with her power, so you can keep the femininity. And I was thinking about like, how can we make female characters in video games, give them abilities and power, and make them strong and playable. And I'm thinking about the games that I know, and it's like, man, like Abby in Last of Us is like the biggest offender of this, just looks like it's just like a man, I was like, you don't need to go that way. Why can't you have a beautiful feminine woman who's also very powerful and vulnerable? Why? Of course you can have it. Of course you can. People have done it, like Zelda, You think of Breath of the Wild, like near the end when Link was gonna die. Spoilers for Breath of the Wild. Link was about to die, fighting off like 100 guardians. Oh my god. And Zelda couldn't awaken her powers the entire time. Could not awaken her powers for like months, however long it took, weeks. It was only when she saw Link about to die, literally right in front of her eyes, did she transform. Did her powers awaken. And it's one of the most beautiful moments you could ever see. Where she puts her hand up and screams no, and like the light just shoots out and obliterates. I get goosebumps thinking about it. Literally obliterates the 100 guardians in an instant. Like, come on, man. Incredible. So yeah, I just think that, and the other thing I was thinking of for memories and using the memories and emotion as motivation was Gohan in Dragon Ball Z. When he's training in the hyperbolic time chamber with Goku, and Goku shoots the Kamehameha at him, and he's about to die. Like, this Kamehameha was a Super Saiyan Goku, maybe even Super Saiyan, 1.5, like Ascended Saiyan, shooting a full blast Kamehameha at Gohan. Like, this was ready. Even Goku, before he says it, he says, I hope you're ready, son, because Goku was thinking in his head, if he's not ready, this could kill him. That's how powerful the blast was. And it was not like it was like a sideways blast, like, on the ground. No, Goku was up, shooting straight down into the ground, which would be even more difficult. It would hurt much more. You would have much more damage versus, if it was shot straight at you from ground level. So then Gohan goes through all of his memories, if you guys remember. He's sitting there and he's holding the blast and he's about to die. He's about to fail. And he thinks to himself, no, if only I'd been stronger. My friends have always got my back my entire life. And how do I repay them when the tables are turned? And he thinks, and he goes through the times where he messed up during Frieza, during Raditz, during Nappa and Vegeta, where he had a chance to save his friends, and he didn't because he was too scared and he was too weak. And he uses that pain of those memories as motivation. And it's what helps him transform and ascend. So I hope, and like I said, that's the whole thing of this video. I'm going to probably put this into the future playlist. I hope, and definitely psychological analysis. I hope that in the future we come up with a way to record memories, hopefully from the external, but obviously if you want the best data, it's going to have to be internal. Maybe we can wear a hat and get all the data from the hat, which is an fMRI machine that I've been working on in my head, been building up for years, that I would love to help create. I just need a lot of money to bring it to fruition. I want to be able to scan the brain from the outside. I believe it's possible. It's just very difficult. But if you want to get the most accurate data, yeah, you'd probably have to go in. But I don't want that, man. Ugh. Like, I imagine you could just have, like millions of little nanobots in there, swimming around through your cerebral cortex, through the bloodstream, and, they could all record at the exact same time and get, a perfect map of your brain, They could get everything perfectly, down to the individual, cells, and how many neuron connections are in which place in the brain. Because one neuron can have, 10,000 to 50,000 other neural connections, synapses. It's incredible. Alright, so yeah, that's it. I hope we can the whole point is, guys, use your memories as motivation. Whenever you're down, try to think and remember. Try to recall your past. And use your memories to motivate you. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. My screen keeps going black, man. It keeps cutting out. I don't know what I'm going to do about this computer, guys. I'm terrified. I might have to send it back and get a new one. It's ugh. I love the computer. I love it. It's just something's up with the HDMI port, man. I don't know. Sketchy. Alright, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. And remember, no one sees what you see. Even if they see it too.